Be seated, please.
Good morning. I want to thank Dr. Judson and his entire administrative staff for giving me this opportunity to speak with you today. I want to thank this fine faculty for allowing me to be a part of your family. And I want to congratulate you, the graduates, for reaching this milestone. For with you today, we are now graduating 43,928 students. That number is significant, and I have been asked to share with you how we got here today. Let me take you back to March 1972 when I became the proud bride of Mr. Ronald Cherry, and he became my encourager. Shortly after our wedding, we saw a newspaper article about a college coming to our area. With his encouragement, I followed up on that and found the location for Pasco-Hernando Community College, a small storefront office in downtown Dade City. As I walked through the door, I shook the hand of Dr. Milton Jones. Now, that man did not know that I was one of 7 children from a poultry and dairy farm in the hills of Pennsylvania. He didn't know that every day I helped gather 10,600 eggs. I helped carry milk to the milk house and sap to the sap shanty and hay and corn to the barn and feed to the pigs and to the goats. I was not afraid of work. While he didn't know that, I didn't know that this college did not have any land, it didn't have any buildings, it didn't have any faculty, and it did not have any students. As I gave my $5 for registration, Dr. Jones began to write on a tablet. As he wrote my name and signed his, he tore off the ticket and handed me student number 0001. At that moment, a college was born. I was the group of students that started in buildings in downtown Dade City, holding classes at First Baptist Church, and even in classrooms at St. Leo. Shortly after that, on the Megatron, you will see a picture. This was in May of 1973, the groundbreaking of what is now East Campus. The businessmen and businesswomen of Zephyr Hills and Dade City had raised enough money to buy this pasture land, and I was asked to represent the student body to give a speech that day. Dignitaries came from all over, and the crowd was large. When the speeches were over, we descended the steps and were each handed a gold shovel. I found it pretty appropriate that this farmer's daughter was standing in a pasture with a shovel again. I was so excited that day, I probably could have begun digging the footer for the building myself. But what that young lady right there in that picture did not know was how long it was going to take her to get her diploma. For shortly after this time, we found out that we were expecting baby number 1. And with the birth of Lisa Marie, I gave up being a full-time student and became a full-time mommy. We set money aside to buy books so that I could return to class again, and shortly, baby number 2 was on the way. And with the birth of our second child, Scott Allen, Ron had gone from working 2 jobs now to working 3 jobs. It took a long time for us to save up enough money for me to go back to school because of the hospital bills that ensued. Our son was 10 days in isolation in the hospital, followed by our daughter in the hospital with kidney problems, and then my husband, Ron, with major back surgery. But through all of that, my children were now joining Ron as my encourager, and they were saying, "Mom, you can do this." And one class at a time, I found myself on the graduation stage in May of 1988, once again shaking the hands of Dr. Milton Jones at my graduation. Now, it took me 16 years to get to that point, and I need to stop and ask, is there anyone in this graduating class that has taken more than 16 years from start till now to get your diploma? Yes? Stand up, Sugar Pie. No, she's not going to. When you get up here, I want to give you a hug. And you have just now ruined. I held that title until today. I'm so proud of you. Upon completing my graduation at PHCC, I was given a scholarship and went to the University of South Florida, graduated with a mathematics degree in summa cum laude, and then was hired by the Pasco County school system to teach mathematics. But once again, my children and my husband encouraged me to return to South Florida to work on my master's degree. Once I had enough credits, taking one class at a time, I was then able to teach part-time at Pasco-Hernando. And when I finished my master's degree and a mathematics position opened up, I was able to return full-time as the faculty member of Pasco-Hernando Community College. Can you even imagine the excitement and the joy that I felt every day walking on that campus, walking to a building, walking to my office, walking to a classroom, and seeing students all over the campus? And each time I would look to my left, and in my mind, I would see the picture of that young lady that was standing there with the shovel, and see how far I had come through the encouragement of my husband, Ron, my daughter, Lisa, and my son, Scott. Now, why do I tell you this, folks? For those of you that are sitting in the stands today or watching by internet, you perhaps have decided that you could not go to college. There was no way to do it. And I'm telling you today, yes, you can. Some of you may have started college, and because of family situations or your situations, you have stopped going to college, and you did not think that you could come back. And I want to tell you, yes, you can. For those of you that are graduating, I have 3 things that I need you to leave here with. And number 1 is don't give up. You're going to be facing a lot of hurdles, a lot of obstacles, and mountains to climb. And I'm telling you, you can work through them. You have a goal, go get it. You want something done, then do it. You've got people helping you, and yes, you can. Number 2, God has given you 2 hands. One to accept help and one to give help. You got a lot of help from a lot of people to get you to this point today. My encourager help was by the name of Ron, Lisa, and Scott. Yours are from the names of the people that are sitting behind you and the faculty that is flanked on each side of you, or the people at home that could not even be here today. But you got a lot of help to get where you are today. But let me tell you, you are trained and skilled to leave this place and to go into the workplace, and you will be able to help those around you. So with one hand, receive the help. Don't forget to be sure to give help. And thirdly, you are leaving a path in this life that is putting footprints, and you are affecting the people that are around you as well as those that are coming after you. For those that come after you are walking in your footprints. Make sure that it's a good path, and make sure that it's happy footprints. This world needs that. I can tell you, I don't know whom I have impacted in my life here at this college, but I will tell you, all of you, from the administration, faculty, and students, have greatly impacted my life. From the inception of this institution to today of what it has become, it has been my joy to watch it grow to what it is now. And I hope you never forget how this school started, why this school started, and why these campuses are located where they are. I have watched this college go from no land to 5 campuses, from no buildings to multiple number of buildings, from no faculty to hundreds of faculty and staff, and from no students to thousands and thousands and thousands of students. It has been my joy and my privilege to be able to walk this journey, and I pray that I have left some happy tracks for someone as I bid you farewell from student number 0001. God bless you all.
Look how far we have come. Associate Professor Cherry, certainly inspiring words as we bid you farewell. You epitomize what PHSC, PHCC, PHSC has been about for over 44 years. Thank you again. Let's give another hand if we mind. Please stand if you will. Miss Latresa Jones will lead us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, how would you like to follow those two performances? Yeah. You know, my name is Ed Blommel, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as the chair of the trustees for Pasco-Hernando State College this year. And this is one of the joyous moments for us as trustees. There are several. The pinning of the nurses, the graduation of our law enforcement. All those are wonderful events. And to add to that, kind of like the cherry at the top, I got to go to Professor Cherry's retirement the other day and got to hear stories from family and faculty and friends from the community. And it made you think. Someone made the statement that she's perfect, one of the commentators and presenters, and that her husband Ron was not quite perfect, but it made you think of the stories of all of the students over the years, probably thousands, that one professor had an impact on. And you multiply that times our faculty and staff and administration, and it gives you good reasons why we volunteer to do what we do, a way to give back. So, Shirley, thank you very much. Okay, on to the business. On behalf of the District Board of Trustees, welcome graduate, welcome faculty, staff, distinguished guests, and to our winner 2016 commencement ceremony. This is about you. I gave you my name, and I am honored to join you today on this very important occasion. Celebrating commencement at this time of the year is especially exciting. With the holidays fast approaching, we got a new year which brings on changes. We make New Year's resolutions to ourselves in the form of week goals, but they're there. This indeed is a time of transition for you graduates. As you prepare to pursue your new endeavors, it is important that you are here today with us for this ceremony. That you choose to celebrate this special occasion with your classmates, your family, your friends, the faculty and staff here at the college, to mark this significant milestone along your life's journey throughout your career. It is important to pause to reflect on your accomplishments, to consider your next steps thoroughly, and to prepare yourself to meet your new goals. You haven't set all of them for yourself yet. This is only one of the many goals that you have accomplished. For trustees, as I mentioned earlier, commencement is truly a meaningful occasion as well. Not only to recognize the accomplishment of our graduates, you, but to recognize the college primary mission, educating students and preparing them for rewarding careers and lives. We also remain true to our goal to provide an accessible, diverse teaching and learning environment rich with opportunity to achieve academic success. And I hope through the students we are living up to that goal. Preserving our open door policy is also one of our core missions. That open door means that everyone who seeks to advance themselves and the lives of their families with quality, affordable higher education and training has the opportunity to do so right here at Pasco-Hernando State College. As you graduate, you are joining more than 43,928 other students, alumni that have passed through our halls, many of whom choose to live and work in our great community in Pasco and Hernando counties. There's more. Our graduates represent our graduates, you gonna have to do that twice? Represent virtually every professional imaginable. We've had some fantastic students coming through here, and I'm sure you will follow in their footsteps. Whatever degree or certificate you are earning today can be that stepping stone to your career advancement and a countless number of options. Whatever your hopes, dreams, and aspirations, we are proud of the role we hope we have played in your lives in anticipation of learning more that you can have your accomplishments throughout your career. At some future moment in your life, I believe that you'll look back on your Pasco-Hernando State College experience fondly and realize just how valuable and worthwhile your time here has been. As trustees, we certainly get to see it time and time again when we run across you folks in the community. Now, as you pause to celebrate this very special moment, remember to express gratitude to those that have supported you through this venture. Do your part to make the world a better place. Personally and professionally, give the world the very best you have to offer in your own unique ways. Do this and you will be rewarded in many ways. With professional advancement, the ability to earn a substantial living, and to foster an enjoyable lifestyle for yourself and your loved ones. But the best reward you will ever earn is the personal satisfaction that you have done this. Because you will have done your part to make the world a better place. and to help others who can benefit from your services. Once again, congratulations, class of 2016, and best wishes for future success and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Blummer. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am very pleased to welcome you to the first of two winter 2016 commencement ceremonies here at Pasco-Hernando State College. I'm also pleased this morning to welcome two interpreters from Jessica Harris Interpreting Services who will provide sign language for our hearing impaired guests who are with us today. As the president of PHSC, I too offer my sincere congratulations to all of our graduates and their families. Today it is about you. Job well done. Give yourselves a hand. "44 years ago, Pasco-Hernando State College became the 28th and final link in Florida's community college system. Before property was acquired, architectural plans drafted are the first brick laid. Students attended classes in libraries, empty storefronts, churches, and schools. Initially called the College Without Walls, the PHSC brought quality, affordable higher education to deserving residents in every corner of our very diverse district. Now, PHSC proudly serves over 17,000 students annually at 5 beautiful campuses, complete with modern classrooms, state-of-the-art libraries, comprehensive support services, countless cultural activities, and nationally recognized academic and athletic programs. Our more than 43,000 graduates, representing virtually every profession, combined with our 524 faculty, administrators, and staff members, contribute to an educated and skilled workforce, strengthen the local economy, and enrich the lives of residents. We have certainly come a long way. PHSC is a fine-tuned institution in which I am privileged to serve together with our trustees, administration, faculty, and staff as we endeavor to provide the highest quality education opportunities to the many students we serve. In our 44th year of operation, we know we have become an integral part of our communities. We are quite proud of our previous PHSC graduates and confident that this winter class U of 2016 will also achieve distinction. Let us acknowledge some what I call VIP individuals with us this morning, members of the Board of Trustees, who we are so delighted that they are with us here today. These are gubernatorially appointed individuals who volunteer their time and talents. They make sure that college policies are in place that enable our administration, faculty, and staff to provide the highest level of educational services to our students. As I introduce each trustee, I ask that they stand and remain standing until all have been introduced. And we're going to ask the audience to please hold your applause until the introductions are concluded. First, from Hernando County, we have Mr. Morris Porton. Marilyn Pearson Adams. Robin Scheidner. Let's give these individuals a hand. From Pasco County, we have our chair, Mr. Ed Blummer, who just delivered the welcome comments. Dr. Rua Musunaru. and Mr. Ardian Zika. Let's give them a hand, please. We also have with us this morning PHSC's President Emeriti, Dr. Milton O. Jones, the first and founding president. Dr. Jones was president of PHCC at that time from 1972 through June of 1994. Let's give Dr. Jones a hand. And our second president, emeritus, Dr. Robert Judson. Dr. Judson was employed at the college first in July of 2072 and served as the second president of PHSC from July of 1994 through January of 2005. Dr. Robert Judson, thank you. Our PHSC Foundation is our direct support organization which endeavors us to assist many of you in many areas of your success. Proceeds from donations to the foundation are used for scholarships, faculty and staff development, library equipment, health programs, and the performing arts. The foundation truly allows us to be flexible when state funding does not provide opportunities to support activities which enhance PHSC. Several members of the PHSC Foundation are with us this morning. As I introduce each member, I ask them to please rise, stand, and be acknowledged. Please hold your applause until the end. We have with us Dr. Don Verling, Mr. Ken Brzezinski, our secretary, and the executive director of the foundation, Dr. William Bill Shasowski. Let's give them a hand, please. Now allow us to pause and recognize all of our PHSC alumni, but all the PHSC alumni who are here this morning, including those among our faculty and staff, will you please stand? I would also like to recognize a very, very special group, the veterans of our U.S. Armed Forces. Will you please stand today? As you may notice, our veteran graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords with their regalia. And again, we really appreciate the service that you've provided to this country over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to join me in celebrating perhaps, and this is me, my language, the most passionate, energetic, competent, and diverse group of administrators, faculty, and staff of any institution in higher education in America, the employees of Pasco-Hernando State College. Will you please rise and be recognized? Thank you. We are so very fortunate to have individuals of this sort who give so much all during the year to change the lives of our students every day. And last but certainly not least, allow me to recognize the First Lady in my life, Miss Wendy Beard. Will you please stand and be recognized? I would like to also call your attention to our faculty marshals. They are our senior faculty members and have the honor of serving in this marshal capacity for this commencement ceremony. Please allow me to introduce them as they stand. Dr. Kara Scheimer, Professor of Nursing. Mrs. Barbara Craig, Associate Professor of Nursing. Dr. Carla Cozart, Professor of Nursing. Dr. Lydia Massus, also professor of nursing. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our next three speakers. And we will follow the program as listed. But first, this year we are honored to have who may be referred to certainly as a legend in Tampa Bay, Mr. Frank Masani. Mr. Masani is a retired chairman of automotive investments and trustee of the Frank and Carol Masani Foundation. He will deliver the charge to the graduates. Mr. Masani is a philanthropist, businessman, community leader, whose achievements have resonated for decades. A past chairman of the board of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Masani's management skills made him a vital force for small business with the administrations of Presidents Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, and George H.W. Bush. A Korean War veteran and retired chairman of automotive investments, Mr. Masani has been a dedicated supporter of his alma mater, Oklahoma State University, as well as the University of South Florida and the University of Tampa. After Mr. Masani, we will have our distinguished president of our faculty senate, Ms. Connie Lamarco Frankel. Ms. Lamarco Frankel also serves as professor of humanities, who will bring greetings on behalf of the faculty. Each year we ask a graduating student from one of our campuses to present remarks to the graduating class. Today you will hear from an exceptional East Campus student, Markel Floyd. Mr. Floyd is an East Campus student and is involved with a number of campus organizations and activities. He revived the chess club at East Campus, served as SGA secretary, and he participates in the health and fitness club. He is majoring in engineering and plans to continue his degree at Florida A&M University or the University of South Florida after he completes prerequisites this summer here at PHSC. Mr. Floyd participated in the College Reach Out program as a middle school student and is the first person in his immediate family to receive a college degree. Without further delay, please receive at this time Mr. Frank Masani for the graduate charge.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's an honor and a privilege to be with you today. I'm not going to give a long speech. You all have heard enough of those. But we will, people often ask me, some of you didn't mention it, but somebody said, understand you recently wrote a book. And I did write a book, and I hope some of you have read it. I know some of you have. I've talked to a few today. I wrote that book because of two reasons, which have already been articulated prior to my presentation, but it's what you can do in life. And you can do so much in life. We have no idea where we're going in our lives. We think we have a path, but that path gets interrupted daily. Because change is the only constant we have in life, and it's constantly changing. So you have to be willing to change as you go through life. You are excited about your accomplishments, At the same time, you're anxious about your future. I will only tell you, you don't have to be anxious about your future if you just work hard, establish good personal goals, and again, work hard. And read. Education is a continuum. I encourage you to constantly improve your mind. In business, every once in a while, I've had a lot of companies. I've employed several thousand people around the country. We have had companies in Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, and Nevada. I'm a peddler. So I've been peddling iron, as we say in the car business now, for some 46 years here in Tampa Bay area. Right here, in fact, in Brooksville, the Ford dealership, I bought that in 1976. It was called Freedom Ford at that time. But the big thing you have to think about is opportunities. And when the door opens, you got to walk through, ladies and gentlemen. You don't know when that opportunity is going to happen. Be willing to take risk. Risk doesn't mean financial risk all the time. It means maybe the risk of yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Build your self-confidence, or you cannot have enough confidence in yourself. And have a vision and be willing. And as my wife says, I never saw a half glass of water. That cup is always half full. And be willing to take those risks. It's so easy to to accept yourself where you are, but I will tell you, like the lady who just gave the speech about her farm. I grew up on a farm. One thing's about it, a lot of people think that the success of the people on this stage, that they were conceived this way. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody up here was conceived this way. I grew up in Arkansas on a farm. When my mother and father lost their home in Detroit and moved back to Arkansas, and we lived on a farm. And we moved into my grandparents' house, which was a one-bedroom house. We had a living room and a kitchen, and we had 9 people in a one-bedroom house. My grandfather and my father took the attic and made it into a bedroom, so 7 of us slept in the attic, and Grandma and Granddaddy, they had the one bedroom, of course. So, and we didn't have any running water, no electricity, no telephone, no indoor plumbing, and that's how I grew up. That's how I grew up. So we weren't conceived having the trappings maybe that you would think that we have today. So, but it was always because of taking a risk, being willing to stand out. When in the Navy, I joined everything. You're not supposed to do that in the military, are you, military veterans here? I always volunteered, and I had a wonderful time. And then over the years, I developed my management style through the military, because the military is really very simple. They pass everything to the lowest common denominator. In other words, if you're in battle, unfortunately, if the captain gets killed, and the sergeant knows what to do, and all the way down to the PFCs. And we built a company around that. I could have never done what I've been privileged to do. You mentioned the United States Chamber of Commerce. What a wonderful experience. I was privileged to travel the world. I was privileged to give speeches from Rome to Beijing to Tokyo, to all over Western Europe and in Asia. I could have never done that if I had not organized my companies to give me the freedoms to use and learn what I have tried to learn. As I said, education is a continuum. When went to work for Ford Motor Company and got transferred to Jacksonville, Florida in 1957, I was calling on dealers. And I was supposed to know something. Obviously, I didn't know very much. And so I never had any accounting, and I was calling on dealers, and I was supposed to be able to give them advice. Well, I didn't know what advice to give them, but I couldn't read a financial statement. So I immediately signed up and was gone 5 days a week. I would leave on Monday morning, come home Friday night. And my wife, I give her full credit, she raised 2 wonderful daughters. I had very little to do with it. She raised the daughters, but I took correspondence in accounting from the University of Florida. And because I was gone 4 nights a week, I could work my practice sets. And so I did that for about a year. And then I heard of another subject called economics. So I took economics by correspondence, and so on and so forth. You never quit learning. I was talking to a gentleman a while ago that's on the stage here. Every day I read 3 newspapers. I already read them this morning before 7:30. I read the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and the St. Petersburg Times. And I don't read it online. I read the papers. I like papers. I like those newspapers. I like to read The Economist. You got to read. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't take anything away from today, you're excited about graduating today, and you should be. Don't stop learning. You never stop learning. And I want to leave with you only 3 words today, because later on, and we were talking earlier, I was raised a Methodist, and out in the country, and when we went to church, even if they had a penny, we put it in the collection plate. And so we always thought we had a responsibility to give whatever our treasury was to continue to improve other people's lives. So we have continued that in our philanthropy in this community and here in Pasco County, and with, as an example, the hospice and Angelus and other organizations in this community, the Metropolitan Ministries over on 19. You never get through. But there's 3 things that I want you to take away from this talk today, and that is learn, earn, and return. Learn, earn, and return. You spent the first 25 years of our lives, some of us a little bit longer, learning. And then we learn to earn. We create our professions, we create our lives, and then return. Along the way, we can volunteer and we can give leadership, but then we have to participate in our treasury. And in today's environment, ladies and gentlemen, we as citizens, and I challenge the parents and grandparents and all the others in this room, you have to be participants in this state, because today we only have about 20% of the money coming into universities comes from the state. This foundation has to raise the rest of the money to support the activities that you have. We have to take a bigger role in our state than we have in the past, and it's going to continue. You realize in the state of Michigan only gives 4% of the state's revenue to higher education. That's not permissible or permittable. So I challenge you for 3 words: learn, earn, and return. If you don't get anything else out of this today, I hope you take those home with you, because they are the foundation for what we can expect. And you have taken the advantage of the opportunities, or you would not be here today. And remember, adversity is a part of life. Don't be discouraged. You're going to have these things. But take advantage. It's just like in my book that I tried to inspire people. I want to inspire people to exceed and to excel in everything you do. But then being able to overcome adversity. And no matter who we are, what we do, we have adversity. And you just got to, I had to go through a very difficult period. Some of you know this, been around here a long time. I was involved in something called baseball. That wasn't very pleasant. Wasn't a very pleasant experience bringing Major League Baseball to this region. So I had to declare bankruptcy. Very traumatic experience. I'd had all these companies, and I'd put millions and millions of dollars into bringing Major League Baseball here, and things didn't work out. But I told my wife, get up in the morning, I shave, comb your hair. We still do that every morning. First thing I do is shave, I comb my hair, my wife fixes her hair. Said, look in that mirror, we never did anything wrong to any man. Stand up and be counted. So adversity, you're going to have to overcome it. But you can just put it in your heart, and you'll succeed. So in closing, I would like to speak to many of you are parents and guardians and wives and husbands of the graduates today. I would like to close with a prayer that General Douglas MacArthur, at the height of the war in the Philippines, that he wrote this prayer to his son. Build me a son, O Lord, who will be strong enough to know when he is weak and brave enough to face himself when he is afraid. One who will be proud and unbending in honest defeat and humble and gentle in victory. Build me a son whose wishes will not take the place of deeds, a son who will know thee, and that to know himself is a foundation stone of knowledge. Lead him, I pray, not in the path of ease and comfort, but under the stress and spur of difficulties and challenge. Here let him learn compassion for those who fail. Build me a son whose heart will be clear, whose goals will be high, a son who will master himself before he seeks to master other men, one who will reach into the future, yet never forget the past. And after all these things are his, add, I pray, enough of a sense of humor so that he may not take himself too seriously. Give him humility so that he may always remember the simplicity of true greatness, open mind of true wisdom, and the meekness of true strength. Then I, his father, will dare to whisper, I have not lived in vain. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Masani. You are a very wise and eloquent peddler. And thank you, Miss Cherry. I cannot express my feelings of appreciation for your eloquent speech, which so captures what we do as faculty and staff at this college. And now I suppose I have to do the real speech. All right, well, good morning, graduates. I love that word, graduate. I love it. Dr. Beard, members of the Board of Trustees, fellow faculty, staff, family, friends, and beloved graduates. It's an honor to address you on behalf of your faculty And I wish to congratulate you on your successful completion of this part of your academic career. Now, the English teacher in me wants to ask you questions like, what are some of the themes that you've heard so far in the speeches today? I'm waiting for a hand, but that's okay. This day is about you. You haven't had an easy task. You've worked hard to get to this point. You've had to take tests, write papers, meet deadlines, deal with the evils of technology. Sorry, Jennifer. But it's been worth it. It has truly been worth it. You have met the struggle and you have gained new knowledge and skills. And you've opened your mind, I hope, and broadened your world. And you've had much help. And I know that today you will express your gratitude to all of those who have helped you along the way. And of course, your biggest fan club, your family. You're leaving here to go out and meet the challenges of life. And there will be challenges. As Mr. Marsani said, there is adversity. But you have the ability to overcome it and to learn from it. Do not fear failure. Failure is just an opportunity to learn something new and to improve yourself. Please remember that every day is a gift. It is a gift to be lived, shared, and appreciated, because trust me, we have no idea what tomorrow's going to bring. So make the most of every day. Keep learning. Education doesn't stop when you leave a classroom or you send off that final paper for an online class. It is every day, and it is in every way. I recommend travel. I recommend getting to know new people and new places, things that are different from what we normally experience. We live in a global society, and it is important to understand and appreciate those with whom we share the planet. And I will say I would include the animal life as well, even those pesky snake guys. Speak out against the injustices you see and agree to disagree, but always with civility. It is more important than ever to be engaged, and I really appreciate what you said, Mr. Masani, about being active in not just the political life of our state, country, and world, but the social life. To sit by and be passive is just not living. All right, it's not. We must be engaged, and we will disagree. Thomas Jefferson said that a difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. And this is what I've had to keep reminding myself and talking with the students all over the country that I engage with. We all want the best for our country, our world, and our families. We just may disagree on how to get there, but we discuss it with civility. Always with civility. But most of all, I want to remind you to be kind. A little kindness goes a long way. And I know that's tough sometimes, particularly when you're driving. On the way here, I can't tell you, I had to remind myself, be kind, be kind, be kind. But also to help others, not just those we love or those who share the same ideas and experiences as us, to everybody. We're put on this earth for a purpose. Sometimes it takes us a little longer than others to find out what that purpose is, but we have a purpose. And ultimately, it's to leave the planet better than we were born into. I believe that this is our purpose. We live in the greatest country in the world. It is a country that gives us opportunity, access to education and opportunities, and the freedom to speak and to discuss. I know that you know how to do hard work. That's clear, because no program that you've taken has been, let's just say, cream puff-ish. You've all worked hard. You know how to do that, and I expect you to continue that. Today we celebrate your graduation, and once again, thank all of those who helped you. And you can pat yourself a little bit on the back, too. We're allowed to enjoy that occasionally. And remember that your passion should be matched with integrity and kindness. And those who have helped you have given you their passion, integrity, and kindness and caring. So on the behalf of your faculty, congratulations on your achievement. Go now be successful and have a very happy holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Beard, administration, faculty, staff, students, and all the supporters here today. At the beginning of every course he teaches, Professor David Chile gives his students some inspiring words that mean a lot to me, and I want to share some of them with you right now. You could think of academia as a long hallway of doors. Each door is open to you, even the ones at the end with the letters PhD on it. Don't think that any of the doors are not open to you. Each part of the hallway is a stepping stone to the next. You can go as far as you want. You might think that it keeps getting more and more hard, that you won't be able to move on. But the more classes you take, the more you will understand what is expected of a great student. Your brain may be an organ and not a muscle, but it functions just like a muscle. It changes with your experience. It gets stronger. The hallways get easier and easier to move. The doors easier and easier to catch and swing open. The only thing that's standing in your way in the hallway is your doubting self. Defeat your self-doubt, and you can go as far as you want with academia. And when you finally leave that hallway, you'll find the world outside is a better place to live in. A much better life awaits you. No one in my high school would have believed that I would be a commencement speaker one day. I probably would have been the last one they would pick for the honor. My first year at PHSC, I was in a shell. I was an introvert. I didn't want to get involved. I realized that I lacked the confidence. When walking through the hallway, I seen doors open, but I wouldn't walk through them. Finally, I gained the confidence to step through the doors of opportunity that PHSC had provided. And I found that the opportunities at East Campus were endless. The people there were a family, and I became a part of it. They allowed me to attend the RBI meetings with administration and staff. Teachers would sit down and talk to me, even if I wasn't in their class. They shared their experiences and knowledge. I took the opportunity to get involved, learn how the school worked, and found out how much we were cared for by the people at PHSC. Whether or not you think you took in all the opportunities you could have, you walked through some of the doors because you are here now, today, ready to receive your diploma. Getting through the next door means adjusting your mindset. You're getting a job, whether you are getting a job or continuing your education, there are opportunities ahead. You need to live your life without fear. You eliminate your fear by making sure that your plans, your preparation outweighs your fear. One tough semester, I took 5 classes: anatomy and physiology, plus lab, pre-calc. I took English Comp 2 and personal finance. I had to plan every moment of that semester. I wouldn't have made it through without scheduling and planning. Even though it was my toughest semester, it was my most successful. I planned, I didn't have fear. So wherever you are having, whatever problems or obstacles you may come to, don't be afraid. Plan and go through the doors. You have already made it this far. Nothing could keep you from achieving your dreams, goals, and desires. Imagine, believe, and achieve. Imagine yourself walking through the hallways, opening the doors. Believe you can plan, prepare, and overcome the obstacles. With that, you can achieve anything. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Masani, Ms. Lamarca Frankel, and Mr. Floyd for your comments. And thank you to Ms. Latressa Jones, who earlier sang the national anthem, and the Wiregrass Ranch High School chorus, who will later sing our alma mater for us. While we recognize this is our graduate spotlight today, we also feel this commencement is an opportunity for some awards and honors. Very briefly, we will welcome Dr. Roma Musinaru, a medical doctor here in Pasco County. Let me say a few things about Dr. Musinaru. He's been a PHSC trustee going on 18 years. He has served 3 times as chair of the college's District Board of Trustees. Dr. Musinaru's 17 years of service to this college has been very much appreciated. Dr. Musinaru is a national, may I say international, acclaimed physician, board-certified cardiologist with the renowned Heart Institute, a regional medical center here in Bayonet Point, and a very respected guest and columnist for the Tampa Bay Times. In addition to caring for the hearts of countless patients, Dr. Musinaru demonstrates his passion and support for PHSC students. With a special surprise announcement honoring a PHSC employee, let us welcome PHSC's benefactor and trustee, Dr. Roy Musinaru.
Good morning, the students, faculty, and staff, and the colleagues. Like Mr. Morsani said earlier, the philanthropy and the scholarship, the PHSC Foundation, all the hard work they do contributes a lot to the success of the students through the scholarships. So earlier this year, I have given a little more than $25,000 just for student scholarships. And I decided to give another $10,000 for Christmas season. And I figured what is the best way to do than honoring somebody from the employees of the PHSC. So I chose one, and I'm going to present to that person, to their scholarship endowment, about $10,000 in their honor. So the honoree joined, of course this is a surprise. The honoree joined PHSC in June 1997, just a couple of years before I became a board member, as Vice President of Administration and Finance. Throughout his nearly 20-year tenure at PHSC, he has served as an outstanding administrator, displaying exceptional leadership, stewardship, and a commitment for supporting the missions and goals of PHSC, benefiting thousands of students as well as faculty and staff. He has been involved in numerous organizations at the local, state, regional, and national levels, serving as a leader on several prestigious state councils, including the Florida College System Council of Business Affairs. Currently, he serves on the community college constituent committees of both the National Association of College and University Business Officers and Southern Association of College and University Business Officers. Since 2002, he has continuously served as an elected member of the Florida College System Risk Management Consortium Operations Committee, and locally is a volunteer member of the Finance Committee of the Lutz Prep Charter School. He has been directly involved in supporting PHSC's growth by overseeing the construction of the Spring Hill and Porter campuses. He has supervised the financial management of the college's budget that has grown from $15.6 million in 1997 to over $52.7 million currently, ensuring the college's long-term financial stability. His outstanding leadership has won recognition by his peers in the state and national levels. In 2003, he was a co-recipient of the International Outstanding Chief Business Officer Award, presented by the Community College Business Officers Professional Organization. He is also the recipient of the 2008 Ken Jarrett Service Award, presented by the Florida College System Council of Business Affairs. He has actively mentored numerous individuals, including many who serve as administrators at PHSC, and many of whom are in attendance today. His dedication to this college, to higher education, and to the students of PHSC is very much appreciated. It is with great pleasure that I honor, surprise now, we figured probably almost everybody, I honor Ken Brzezinski. So I honor Ken Brzezinski today with the 10,000 student scholarship to add to his Brzezinski, a person is the maiden name of his wife, who you all know, family scholarship. Mostly you get exposed to, the professors, the faculty, mentors, and all the good work they do, you appreciate and you remember them for a long time. But there are people that make the college what it is and make the institution work, that are behind the scenes, that are the unsung heroes. So that's why I picked Ken Brzezinski to honor today, and also he'll be retiring soon, so it will be another unique opportunity. So ladies and gentlemen, please give him another big round of applause.
Thank you, Dr. Musunuru. I'm humbled by your recognition and your generosity. 13 years ago, Donna and I established a scholarship fund as a way of giving back to both this community and this college that we love so much. Donna and I both worked our way through school, so we understand the stress and the difficulty of trying to go to school and work in order to pay for your tuition and pay for your books. And through your generosity, Dr. Musunuru, that scholarship fund will be able to live in perpetuity for future students to come. Thank you so much.
Consummate professionals, Dr. Musunuru and Mr. Brzezinski, perhaps could not be given by a more passionate individual and not received by a more dedicated individual. Let's give them another round of applause, if you don't mind. We have one faculty member who is retiring, Shirley Cherry, Associate Professor of Mathematics. Will you please stand? Associate Professor Cherry has been part of our family for the last 11 and a half years, and I want to say that you represent everything PHSC is about. And on this day, we want to recognize you with some appreciation. We have a clock that says, presented to Shirley Cherry in appreciation of 11 years and 4 months of dedicated service, August 15, 2005 to December 13, 2016. Thank you for your service. Now, a few student recognitions. You may have noticed that some of our students, our graduates, are wearing gold honor cords. These graduates have maintained at least a 3.5 GPA grade point average. These are among our top students graduating today. Will these graduates please stand to be recognized? Other graduates are wearing gold stoles over their robes. These graduates are members of the Phi Theta Kappa, better known as PTK, National Community College Honor Society. In order to be a member of PTK, a student must maintain a 3.2 GPA. Will these PTK honor students please stand and be recognized? Several of our graduates are members of Psi Beta, the National Honor Society for Psychology. These students are wearing gold double cords with royal blue and gold tassels. To be eligible for Psi Beta, among other criteria, students must have maintained a 3.25 GPA and demonstrated an interest in psychology. Will these students please stand? Lambda Nu is a National Honor Society for Radiological and Imaging Sciences. To be eligible for Lambda Nu, among other criteria, students must have maintained a 3.5 GPA and demonstrated an interest in radiological and imaging sciences. Their colors are maroon for the radiological sciences, forest green for the health professions, and gold, the ancient color of honor. Some will be wearing a cord and some a tassel. Will these students please stand and be recognized? And finally, Tau Upsilon Alpha is a National Honor Society for Human Services. To be eligible for Tau Upsilon Alpha, among other criteria, student must have maintained a 2.5 GPA and demonstrated an interest in human sciences. These graduates are wearing a medallion on a blue and gold ribbon. Will these students please stand and be recognized? And now the most prestigious award of the morning, the medallion for the honor graduate with the highest honors. The honor graduate with the highest honors is a student or students who have achieved the highest academic average in the graduating class. Please come to the platform as I call your name so that you can receive your honor medallion and remain on the platform. Kamel Mashia, a North Campus student, will you please rise and come? Kamel plans to attend PHSC to pursue a Bachelor's of Applied Science degree in Supervision and Management. She plans on continuing her work in the legal field. Another a round of applause for this well-deserving student. Ready? At this time, let us receive the Vice President for Academic Affairs and the College Provost, Dr. Stanley Giannett.
Thank you, Dr. Beard. Good morning. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing and the Bachelor of Applied Science in Supervision and Management please rise? All right. Dr. Beard, these candidates have satisfied the performance requirements as set forth in the rules of the District Board of Trustees of Pasco-Hernando State College. And pursuant to the authority granted to the board by the Florida Statute 1001.64, they are eligible to be awarded the Bachelor of Science in Nursing and the Bachelor of Applied Science in Supervision and Management degree. Will the marshals please escort our graduates to the platform?
Kasha Pimenta, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Crizia Castro Aponte, Phi Theta Kappa. Liliana Shalake, Phi Theta Kappa. Michaela Miller. Shannon Keller. Kara Curtis, honors Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta. Kevin Curtis, honors Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta Tau Upsilon Alpha. George Hunt III. Jennifer Manns, honors. Jessica Mortensen, honors. Claudia LaHoop, Phi Theta Kappa.
Will the remaining candidates please rise? Dr. Beard, these candidates have satisfied the performance requirements as set forth in the rules of the District Board of Trustees of Pasco-Hernando State College, pursuant to the authority granted to the board by Florida Statute 1001.64, and they are eligible to be awarded diplomas, certificates, Associate in Science, and Associate in Arts degrees. Will the marshals please escort our graduates to the platform?
Ashley Resto. Megan Dillingham, a veteran. Megan Murillo. Emily Casillas Medina. Joseph Fernandez. Carmel Makia, honors. Jillian Murray. Ulana Caldarelli. Aurelis Lajas, Phi Theta Kappa. Scott Kincaid, Phi Theta Kappa. Nancy Teletiki, honors Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta, Tau Upsilon Alpha. Philip Preston, honors and veteran. Brooke Saganario, veteran. Aaliyah Richardson. Elizabeth Perham. Carice McCormick. Eric Skyver, honors. Erica Kearney. Elizabeth Perez. Marilise Dayano. Faith Asibodi. Marissa Moyer, Phi Theta Kappa. Justine Drummond. Ronald Borrego. Joshua Hemstreet. Dean Linton. Diamond Burley, Phi Theta Kappa. Yalena Garcia. Selena Zugras. Michelle McDaniel. Jamichael Carson.
Dwayne Olson, veteran. Thank you. Rachel Quinn, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Tasha Roof, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Azita Poyer, honors. Reslin Ayesh, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Ashley Longo, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Kendall Rainey. Caitlin Arsland. Kendra Stevenson, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. David Santana. Erica Thornall, Phi Theta Kappa. Katie Swan, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Tina Walla, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Emily Miller, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Courtney Angel. Angela Caridi, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Maria Thrasher, honors. Heather Rogers. Christopher Ervolino. Destiny Mabe, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Michael Sanchez, honors. Stacy Seabolt, honors, Lambda Nu. Kimberly Cardarelli, honors, Lambda Nu. Amber Zarmak, honors, Lambda Nu. Kristen Benner, Lambda Nu. Victor Miller, Phi Theta Kappa. Lemo. Michael Lemo, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Krikova. Cassandra Krikova, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Daiquiri Lopez, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Fremont Shaver, veteran. Tiffany Sear, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Ashley Dell, honors. Austin Douglas, Phi Theta Kappa. Shaquan Galloway. Kelly Perez, Phi Theta Kappa. Teresa Gallup, honors. Geraldine Colon, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Cynthia Rojas, honors. Frankie Wilkins, veteran. Karen Fox. Tanya Garner, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Tau Epsilon Alpha. Raymond Frank. Julie Williams.
Kelly Tusonic, Phi Beta Kappa. Kelly Lehman, Phi Beta Kappa. Anastasia Velasquez, Phi Beta Kappa, Psi Beta, and Chi Epsilon Alpha. Michelle Bray, Phi Beta Kappa. Susanna Palma. Rose Braxton, Lambda Nu. Chase Lorette. Richard Chaddick, Phi Beta Kappa, Lambda Nu, veteran. David Stevens, honors, Lambda Nu. Erica Graham, Lambda Nu. Eric Rako, Phi Beta Kappa, Lambda Nu. Tonian Acevedo, Honors, Phi Beta Kappa, Lambda Nu. Lorraine Brown, Honors. James McKinney, Honors. Jeannie Burton. Anique Cruz Cepedes, Honors, Phi Beta Kappa. Magdalena Lukasevich, Phi Beta Kappa. Bobby Butler, Phi Beta Kappa. Chris Chamon, Phi Beta Kappa, Psi Beta. Okay. Catherine Romiser, Phi Beta Kappa, Honors, Psi Beta. Sasha Edwards, Honors. Just Kendra Sedens. Sarah Bahari, Honors, Phi Beta Kappa, Lambda Nu. Samantha Lombardi, Lambda Nu. Megan George. Kathleen Nevada, Phi Beta Kappa. Hope Totino, Phi Beta Kappa. Ashley Sawyer, Phi Beta Kappa, Psi Beta. Ian Barnum. Evan Gordy. Lisa Coffey. Stephanie Pedden. Howard Hufford. Angela Cruz. Fernando Latin. Elizabeth Clones, Phi Beta Kappa. Karen Palumbo. Erin Witten, Honors, Phi Beta Kappa. Tiffany Heisler, Honors. Brandon Rios. Shay McCrae, PTK. Tarig McCrae, PTK. Elizabeth Cantarias. Nicardo Hamilton, veteran. Chantel Williams, Phi Beta Kappa. Jessica Strickland. I'm sorry, tell me. Oh, yeah. Markel Floret.
After I confer the degrees and certificates earned here this morning, I respectfully request that the audience stand and join us in singing PHSC's alma mater, which is located in the back of your program. We then ask that the audience remain in place until the end of the students' recessional. Will all the candidates please rise? By the authority granted to me by Florida Statutes 1001-65, paragraph 10, and the District Board of Trustees of Pasco-Hernando State College, I now proclaim you official graduates of Pasco-Hernando State College. You may now turn your tassels. May we all stand for the alma mater. May we all stand. Should be in the back of your program, and also